Yesterday, I received this notification from Facebook saying that I couldn't comment or post on anything for 3 days because of a violation of community standards. Somebody reported a link that I had posted to my blog, which is titled, I am a transphobic zealot for supporting Utah's House Bill 153. Please join me in supporting this bill. The link goes to my blog, where I actually show a Facebook post in which I am called a transphobic zealot. I even include a screenshot of the post in which someone is calling me a transphobic zealot. I asked Facebook to review their decision because I don't think it's reasonable that they are blocking me from posting based on me quoting somebody calling me a transphobic zealot. In my request for review, I wrote, in this post, I linked to an article in which I was called a transphobic zealot. It is not hate speech, but rather a blog post about the kind of hateful things people have said to me. It is documenting the comments others have made about me on Facebook. Please look at this blog post I linked to and you will find that it is no way hateful. To back up a little bit, I'm not at all surprised that I'm blocked. There is a group of transgender activists who have been actively targeting my social media account. This person posted a screenshot of my Facebook account and said, please report her for harassment. Another one of my posts that got reported was me saying that transgendered women are not women. We can support individuals suffering from gender dysphoria, but they should not be included as something that they are not. I believe I can talk about gender dysphoria being delusional because I suffered from gender dysphoria as a child, and it is very clear to me that when I am gender dysphoric, I am delusional. Transgender activists don't want to admit that gender dysphoria involves delusional thinking. They are trying to stigmatize mental illness by pretending that a trans woman is in fact a biological woman. Now they are actively trying to shut down all my social media sites. This person says, I have been working on a group to get her YouTube shut down. This person questions whether or not I even have the credentials of PhD, which I do, and then goes on to encourage people in the group to report my Twitter account, saying, Twitter is cracking down on transphobia. We need to stop her from hurting trans kids. Again, I want to note that saying that gender dysphoria is a mental health issue is not in any way transphobic. It is, in fact, accurate. This person says, if you will retweet her stuff and at Twitter, they usually respond pretty quickly. This one posts, she's seriously sick and needs a lot of help. Also, her friends are appalling. This one says, I definitely reported her and sent her profile to a friend, so they'll report her shit too. Somebody questioned whether or not they should be reporting me, and someone responded, well, in this case, it is required because she's poisoning a whole community. This person says, TERFs and transphobic conservatives absolutely do not care about outing people. That's why her profile needs to be reported entirely. If she can get banned entirely, there's less people for her to hurt on Facebook. And Facebook does know when you make an alternative account. And I need to note that I have never outed a person. I am incredibly careful about blocking out people's names unless something has been posted on a public site. Ironically, they are doing exactly what they are concerned about. They are attacking me for my personal beliefs about gender dysphoria being a mental health issue. The next post that was reported as hate speech was me posting about my post being considered hate speech, in which I talked about gender dysphoria being a mental health issue. I posted the screenshot about the community standards of hate speech, and then I wrote, it is hate speech to speak the truth. This was also reported as hate speech. This person went so far as to ask a gay family friend who is a recent graduate of USU to report me to someone where I am employed. This person says, should I report this harassment to the police? This person says, yeah, I saw that she had a video on her own experiences of dysphoria. Didn't bother to watch it. People like this don't want to have an open kind of dialogue. They're already convinced that they are correct. Any disagreement is just, oh, you're mentally ill, or oh, you've been victimized by trans rights activists. Any attempt to argue with a moron is a waste of time, which is why the only thing I've done is report content, contact the police, and I am filling out this court petition against her. Yes, you heard that correctly. This person apparently contacted the police and filled out a court petition against me because of posts that I've made about my own experiences with gender dysphoria. And my intense concern that children with gender dysphoria are being encouraged to transition rather than access mental health services that will help them resolve or manage their dysphoric feelings. Another person says, "This is why I've avoided any communication with her and have only encouraged and asked people to report her. Not only does provoking her make us look bad, it makes anyone that does so a target of her and her conservative TERF friends." This person says, "A police report has been filed against this malicious and terrible excuse for a human." This guy says, "By the way, I'm not necessarily afraid of her. I'm afraid of anyone she might send after me. That's intimidation for you." This post of mine was reported as hate speech after I commented on a post about my Twitter account getting permanently suspended after I posted that we needed to stop affirming trans delusions. All of this is even more ironic considering I actually have gotten threats on Facebook, such as this one that says, "Can we please do something to hurt this transphobic fascist fuck for the damage she's doing to our community and for her contribution to our genocide? Like, where does she work? Is she renting? Can we get her kicked out? I want this fucker ruined." So apparently, it's okay for trans activists to actively target people's social media, to call for violence against women, and to call for specific threats against me. But I get reported when I post a screenshot of the post that I got taken down for hate speech, along with a comment that says, "Okay, this is getting ridiculous. These guys can threaten and harass me." But then I am the one who is accused of hate speech. So Facebook has blocked me. They're removing my posts and deeming what I say as hate speech. So we are now living in an era where truth really is the new hate speech.